Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of Walking and Talking with Jacko. Today we've got a big one for you. Lots of news. The transfer window is upon us and Tottenham look like they're going to be acting quickly in the centre half department. We are heavily linked with Dragusin and Jean-Claire Todibo, and I'm here to give you some insight on both of the players. So let's kick it off with the latest news. It turns out it looks like Tottenham are acting quickly and they could be making their first signing next week, according to Fabrizio Romano. Tottenham are preparing their first verbal offer for Dragusin, who looks like he could be quite a competent signing. It also looks like Jean-Claire Todibo might not be coming to Tottenham after all. For me, he is the preferred signing. I just feel like he's so composed on the ball. The way he plays out from the back, he's very calm. He likes to play those balls into the centre of the pitch, where someone like maybe Conor Gallagher, who we could sign, is comfortable on the ball and can find those groundbreaking passes into the forward line, which we've been missing maybe a bit this season, a bit of a creative spark since Maddison's gone. But then Dragusin is a real physical presence. For Genoa this season, he's been absolutely fantastic. His main key strengths are extremely aerially dominant. Last night I looked at both of these player clips and I looked at their stats and how they performed and what Genoa and Nice fans think of both their players. And what I was getting is that they're similar but different in a lot of ways. Dragusin, in my opinion's main strengths look to be very aerially dominant, very physical, but maybe isn't as comfortable passing out from the back as Jean-Claire Todibo would be. But at the end of the day, Ange Postecoglou approves the signing. And if Postecoglou approves the signing, then I'm fully on board. We know this man has made some fantastic signings already for us. Maddison fits like a glove. Van der Ven, been absolutely stellar for Tottenham this season before his injury. So if he sees something in Dragusin and believes that he's got the capability to be a centre-half for us, then I'm fully on board with this signing. It's going to be interesting with the price. I've seen a lot of rumours around £30 million. And Dragusin has already approved and says he wants to come to Tottenham. So that's fantastic news. You want players that want to be at the club. Todibo is someone highly in demand. I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe has ties to Nice, or he's linked with Todibo's agency, so that could be a deal that Manchester United are looking to get done, as Nice aren't willing to rush the deal and Tottenham want a centre-half in place from next week. So it looks like Tottenham really, or Postecoglou in particular, wants to act quickly, so we have him potentially for the Burnley match. Maybe that's a step too far, but definitely for the Manchester United match on the 14th of January. And that's what I want to see. If Tottenham can't get their first signing, it looks like the priority target would be Jean-Claire Todibo, who in my opinion would be the signing I want to make, because he's just so composed on the ball. He always is looking to play out from the back. He's so fast, he's aggressive, his timing on tackles look to be phenomenal, and he looks so similar to Romero, just with even quicker. And in my opinion, he'd fit like a glove. But as we know with these signings, if a team is faffing about and they're not willing to sell at a competent price, and we're doing everything we can, then you have to move on. I think if you look in the summer, Tapsoba was our priority target. Turns out we couldn't get Tapsoba. Leverkusen weren't willing to do a deal straight away. And we moved on to Mickey van der Ven. And look how good he's been for us this season. So we have to be open-minded. David Raya looked to be the priority target. Brentford were asking for too much of a high fee. We bring in Vicario. How good has Vicario been this season? So Tottenham fans, don't be annoyed that Jean-Claire Todibo might not be coming to Spurs, because the scouting department have, in my opinion, probably done their due diligence and looks like they hopefully will get it right again. And that man looks to be Dragusin. And I'm extremely excited about the prospect of this man coming in. So strong, so physically dominant. Serie A is a tough league. He's fast. He's probably faster than Romero. And he's a man that wants to come to the club, a man that wants to play for Tottenham Hotspur. And for me, that is probably the most important thing. If you've got someone that wants to turn in, week out, play for the club, willing to improve, willing to learn. He's only 21 years of age. He looks about 32 if you've seen a photo of him. And his physical stature is beyond belief how big he is at that age, so physically developed. So for me, it's an exciting signing. Let's see how it turns out. I reckon he will be the man to come in. As much as I would like Todibo, I'm more than open to the possibility of Dragusin coming in. So Spurs fans, let me know down below what you think about the prospect of this signing. I'm very excited, especially as we're acting quickly. It might not be the priority signing, but we're moving quick. We look like we want to make this signing. I'm excited, and I think we all should have reason to be excited. Moving on, even more transfer news. This one I feel like could go on to the latter weeks. Conor Gallagher. Been one of Chelsea's best players this season. I think lots of Chelsea fans will admit that. He's even been their captain, and it looks like we could be signing Chelsea's captain, our arch rivals, for £14 million. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? It sounds like it shouldn't be happening, because it shouldn't be. But Chelsea's new owners, they've invested over 100 million in Caicedo, 50 million in Lavia, and they've also got Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer. So it's kind of like he doesn't fit where they want to go, where this team wants to go. But Pochettino has come out and said how much he loves Gallagher. It doesn't add up, does it? It doesn't add up. But I can only present you the facts that I've got. And that is that Tottenham look to be closing in on a 40 million deal, 40 million complete package for Conor Gallagher, who has been one of Chelsea's best players, phenomenal off the ball. His work rate is outstanding. The man doesn't stop running. His ball turnovers have been one of the best in the Premier League this season. He's creative. He can be that deep line playmaker, someone who's comfortable in possession, and someone with fantastic leadership quality. To be captaining Chelsea at his age, and looks to be could be going out the door, is brilliant, and it's a signing that we have to make. I'm seeing a lot of split opinions, but then a lot of people that do admire his quality. So I feel like for £40 million, a homegrown quality, English, someone who, a Postecoglou system revolves around winning the ball back in the middle of the pitch, got that high turnover, winning the ball back high up on the pitch. Gallagher screams that. That is Conor Gallagher to a T. He might not be the perfect player, but is he the perfect player for our system? I feel like he could be. And a midfield three of Bentancur, Gallagher and Maddison, with Kulusevski interchanging with Maddison, that really gets me excited. That is a midfield three that will scare any team in the world, especially in the Premier League. So let me know your thoughts on this one. If we can get Gallagher in, Dragusin, and maybe a versatile forward, you're looking at a very strong January transfer window. So guys, I'm getting optimistic. We might have lost against Brighton, but we're acting quickly. It looks like we're realising that this squad needs serious investment if we want to compete in the FA Cup and get in the Champions League places this season. It's almost too good to be true. I'm thinking, is this the Tottenham team that I know? Because usually we don't act quickly, but it looks like Daniel Levy is recognising that Postecoglou is a man who needs to be backed, a man who's trusted, learn from where we went wrong under Pochettino when we didn't invest when we had the opportunity to do so. Is it time for a change? Is the change going to happen? I really hope so, and I feel like maybe we are realising we've got a gem in Postecoglou and we've got a fantastic team. If we build on it, then who knows where we could end up this season. And more importantly, where can that take us in the future? With Champions League nights potentially next season, you need a squad that can compete on all fronts, especially with our aggressive style of play, especially with how much toll it will take on the players who are covering the most mileage in the Premier League. So yeah, very exciting times. I'm not going to spend too much time now speaking on the Bournemouth upcoming match, but I'm going to give you a little preview. So, Bournemouth high flying. Smashed Manchester United at Old Trafford. Played so much better than Fulham. I watched the full game. The likes of Alex Scott, Tavernier, Clyther, just really playing some of the best football they've probably played in their careers. Iriola's got them playing a great style of football. Everyone knows their individual roles. And Dom Solanke as well. How many words can I say about him? He's been rumoured to be worth about 70, 80 million pounds now. Who would have thought that about a striker that had a good, I think, under 21 Euros. Everyone was looking around him and kind of just fell off massively and didn't get his opportunity at Liverpool. And now he's high-flying in a high-flying Bournemouth team. So fair play to him. It's going to be a tricky game, guys. It's two teams that want to play high-pressing, attacking football. Iriola's got their team very disciplined now. They've got good players. And it's a very tricky team to play. But you'd like to think Tottenham want to create a statement. They want to bounce back from that Brighton match. And that's why I am confident we will still get the 3 points. But I could see it being another high-scoring game, especially with our makeshift back four. 4 fullbacks playing along the defensive line for Tottenham. That is scary. That is not where we want to be. But before we obviously we're looking to make a centre-half signing. Davies has been really good for us. Emerson does not fill me with confidence on the ball. But it's a game we've got to get through. And surely we're going to be the team that wants to be carrying the possession. We're at home with the crowd behind us, with the quality we still have up front. You'd like to think we can get through this game. So I'm going to go with, on my day before prediction, I'm going to go with a 3-2 Tottenham win. I really do think it's going to be close. And that's credit to Bournemouth, who've been phenomenal. So it's going to be no easy game. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm even more looking forward to the future and who we're going to be signing. So yeah, sorry for the wind. I'm hoping that it's not too loud. It's got my hair going all over the place. But guys, big game tomorrow. Hoping for a big 3 points. Put the pressure on. Keep us in the top 4. Because we need to. Manchester City are starting to play like they normally are. Arsenal, convincing but dropping points. Liverpool, as a team, I don't think are playing that well. But somehow we're at top of the table beating teams. So credit to them. If they are start playing as a team and not as individuals, they could be scary. We know how strong they are at Anfield. And Aston Villa, in my opinion, might not have the squad to carry on the momentum they are currently on. But having a stellar season so far. So guys, big transfer news. We spoke about Jean-Claude Todibo, probably not looking likely anymore as Nice are holding out probably for a higher fee and are looking to drag it on past the window. You can't really blame them how good he's been for them this season, and they could get a higher fee elsewhere, especially as Tottenham want to act quickly. And Dragusin could be the man, aerially dominant, very physical. My only worry would be, could he give away a lot of penalties, which we do not want. But it's a risk worth taking. I'm excited to see what he could bring to this Tottenham team. And then Conor Gallagher, is he the perfect fit for a Postecoglou system? He may not be the perfect player, but he could be the perfect player for Postecoglou. And that gets me excited. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this January transfer window progresses. Let's see, time will tell. This has been Walking and Talking with Jacko, episode number 2. I'm hoping these videos will improve as they go along. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Dragusin, Jean-Claude Todibo and Conor Gallagher. Let me know your predictions for tomorrow's video. It's been Jack, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Spurs.